Welcome to UBTV. I'm your host, Darville, reporting from the University of the Bahamas campus.
And I'm your co-host, Berthany McDermott, bringing you UBTV News Magazine, covering local, national, campus news, and much, much more.
This month, we caught up on what's been happening during summer break.
We start with local news. Bahamas opened, bringing new opportunities to UB's graduating students. Our reporter Kiki Bethel tells us more.
We are here at the Bahamas Resort for the official opening of the 1,800-room Hyatt Resort. What has been 14 years in the making. Today, a dream becomes a reality. Friday, April 21st, 2017 was dubbed Bahamas Day. The first phase opening of Bahamas includes the 1,800-room Grand Hyatt, the largest casino in the Caribbean, and indoor-outdoor convention facility, the Caribbean's first and only spa, along with the 18-hole Jack Nicklaus signature golf course. The ribbon cutting by Governor General Dame Marguerite Pindling, Prime Minister Christie, and others signified the official opening of the world-class resort.
Bahamas' first phase opening also ushers in a new era in our tourism industry, as it will consolidate over 40% of Nassau and Paradise Island's total room inventory in the upscale and luxury product category.
Given the University of the Bahamas' mandate to drive the future growth and development of our country, UB has a role to play in Bahamas' future. For much of the institution's existence, it has boasted of having one of the most reputable tourism and hospitality programs in the region.
And some of the things that we've done already with the team just in the last few months is gone out and said culinary is very important to us. So how can we work together to send some of our experts, some of our chefs, to actually do day sessions or do tutorials, and then vice versa, bring some of your chefs to do maybe internships with us so they get to see the environment of what a real hotel is all about.
With such a large hotel, there will be a number of opportunities, not just in the hospitality aspect of the industry, but in many other facets of the business as well.
But also people forget that it's not just culinary, restaurants, servers. We have accounting, we have HR, we have a beach sanctuary, which is from our, again, we're looking for biologists. We have a marketing department. We have many different casino. Where do we begin? There's so many different areas that we're really wanting to work with the local colleges, universities, so that we get the best of the best.
Truthfully, when people think of hospitality, they usually only think of bussers, servers, housekeepers, front desk agents, but they don't realize the plethora of opportunities that are available in finance, in IT, in human resources. And so we just wanted to open their mind to all of the opportunities that we have at Bahamas and let them know where they can come and fit in here.
I actually started the University of Bahamas as a chemistry student, and I actually fell in love with the environmental sciences from being exposed to ecology, which was an elective. So basically any interest that you have, once there are other courses that allow you to sort of develop those interests, then by all means please pursue them through electives. It was through my electives that I actually have sort of developed my career into what it is right now.
As this resort's opening comes on the heels of the university's charter, Dr. Smith described the synergistic opportunities of UB and Bahamas as a match made in heaven.
The opening of this institution is going to help to propel the development and growth of the University of the Bahamas even more significantly. We are going to be able to be a resource also for the Bahamas complex in terms of providing well-trained individuals. The University of the Bahamas is the only university in the entire region, in this entire Caribbean region, that has rights to the Laureate International Hospitality Training Programs.
The graduates of the University of the Bahamas will have no shortage of employment opportunities here at the Bahamas Resort, as today we experienced the opening of the first of 3 phases. Like the university, Bahamas will contribute to the growth and development of the country. Reporting for UBTV, I'm Nikki Bethel.
In other local news, UB students got together to celebrate their graduation and say goodbye for the final time.
Our reporter Leah Cooper went to the bye-bye party.
The graduating class gathers here at the Pier today to celebrate their historic achievement one last time. Let's see what they're up to. Graduates mixed and mingled in grand style under the stars. They enjoyed free food, drinks, and smooth tunes while reflecting on their tremendous achievement.
How well. I like the live band. I think that's an interesting partake. I love the venue. I think the venue for me is the best part.
It feels like a stone has been kicked off my back and I can stand up straight. Because believe me, it was long and hard, but hey, through God, everything comes true.
It feels good. It really feels good. It's kind of bittersweet for me though, because I come from a small school, from the School of Communications Creative Arts, and it's like, we kind of like a family. So it's like leaving your family. So for me, my experience is kind of different from other bigger schools, but I mean, it's life, so you got to move on, but it's bittersweet.
The graduates enjoyed a week of activities. Student Government Association President Kieron Smith explained how Senior Week came about.
Yes, I've participated. I've actually implemented first Senior Week here at the university. I was class president and student government president. This is one of the experiences you wanted to give students here at the university so that, you know, they could look back and reflect and say that they actually had, you know, a great time.
First time the University of the Bahamas is having Senior Week, but this is the first time in every single year thereafter. Senior Week is an opportunity that most universities use to help students who've bonded together all of these past 4 years to really bond together for the future as well.
This was an idea by the president of the university, Dr. Smith. He wanted a Senior Week. He wanted an opportunity for the first graduating class to have camaraderie and have memories. And so it came up in the graduation committee. They were like, we need you guys to put together a Senior Week for our seniors. And so we pretty much ran with it.
A night of good food, great music, and endless memories. Congratulations to the class of 2017, the University of the Bahamas' first graduating class. Reporting for UBTV, this is Leah Cooper.
In national news, the University of the Bahamas Northern Campus celebrated Charter Day.
Alumni, students, and VIPs filled the courtyard for the grand event.
The last of the Charter Day celebrations took place on April 27th at the University of the Bahamas Northern Campus in Freeport. The local community filled the courtyard, waiting to experience this historic event.
We love our island of Grand Bahama, and we think that we're a very special people. We want the best, because we deserve the best.
The change from a college to a university was a long process, and with the help of the Port Authority, who donated land, the future is bright for the campus.
Very special thank you to the Grand Bahama Port Authority, led by Ms. St. George, Mr. St. George, Mr. Earl, and their colleagues, in not only providing the land for this university campus, but also in continuing to provide financial support for the buildings as we move forward.
And I'm confident that these facilities and the University of the Bahamas will equip our youth, you future bright young stars, with the tools you need to light up your lives.
In the northern region, we intend to work very closely with the industrial sector, which is the global interconnectivity with our port here on the island that will bring in maritime business as well as other transshipment businesses, where we will be able to work along with industry, where students at the College of the Bahamas will have an opportunity to get some on-the-job training prior to graduation, which will prove to be beneficial in their careers going forward.
Charter Day is more than just a renaming. It will bring a fundamental change to the Northern Campus.
Direction toward the international arena more. I think that's the way that we'll see more direct change and adhering more to standards that will keep us in line, especially like for accreditation. We have to be more mindful.
I'm happy that we are now in our own facility with our own spaces and soon to be residence halls. So I think in addition to the infrastructure that's in place, the programs have increased. We now have our own master's degree program, which was not here when I was a student here. So I'm grateful.
As the Northern Campus expands, so does the hope of filling the dorms with overseas students.
We intend to broaden our overall capital structure, our buildings, and then our facilities. And by that measure, once we have those things in place, we intend to broaden our student population. We want to have more students, not only from the Bahamas, but from the Caribbean and elsewhere, to give the campus a total international flavor as well.
When I say UB, you say? Bingo! UB? Bingo! not have been better at UB North because a few weeks later it was commencement day. Here are highlights of the graduation. Enjoy.
For the academic procession of the spring 2017 commencement exercise of the University of the Bahamas Northern Campus. Candidates for spring 2017 graduation.
Lift up your head to the rising sun, Bahamaland. March on to glory, your bright banners waving high. See how the world marks the manner of your bearing. Some dreams you want in time forever.
Commencement Day is the most grand of all days in the life of a university. As members of the University of the Bahamas' inaugural class, you are its crown jewels, and this evening you shine bright.
By virtue of the authority vested in the Board of Trustees by the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, I invest in Dr. Rodney Smith, President of the University of the Bahamas, the power to confer the degrees awarded and earned during this, the first commencement ceremony of the Northern Campus of the University of the Bahamas.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration please stand and remain standing?
Will all of the candidates of the spring 2017 graduating class of the University of the Bahamas Northern Campus please stand and remain standing? – 2017 class of the University of the Bahamas, congratulations. Just a few months ago, the country witnessed the transition of this glorious institution from a college to a university, allowing students from around the world to have comfort in knowing that the University of the Bahamas is recognized to be on par with or above the level of academic excellence offered at other universities. Today is the beginning of a new transformation process in your lives.
We wanted and needed more, and UB was the place to achieve it. The journey was long, but today we can truly say it was worth it.
We've come to build together a dream for this great land, like palm trees grow upon this land for calm Bahama land.
And may the blessing of God Almighty, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit be among us and remain with us always. Amen.
The first graduating class of the University of the Bahamas main campus was also held. We have team coverage of this event.
The time, the day, the moment has finally come for the first class of UB to graduate. I'm here at the Candlelight Gym, and they're getting ready to walk across the stage to receive their degrees.
Students and faculty gathered around, conversating and organizing themselves to begin the march to the stadium for this moment's graduation. The School of Business, Hospitality and Tourism, along with Social and Education Studies, would lead the march with the Royal Bahamas Police Force as well as campus police escort. Hundreds of students marched across, but we did manage to speak with a few smiling faces about the journey with the University of the Bahamas.
Wow. Speechless.
Wonderful. I am so very ecstatic to be finally done.
It's been a long road. Yes, long road. So give me one of your memorable experience at UB. Building friendships. Same.
I would say sleepless nights, but the friendships, that's the one positive thing I can think about.
I am so happy that I am done and it's over with. I am glad.
Excited. Excited.
After speaking with a few students, we turned things over to Leah Cooper.
Good evening, everyone. Friends, family, and graduates are gathered here at the National Stadium today to celebrate this historic occasion. The University of the Bahamas' first graduating class graduates today. The ceremony has already started. The graduates are seated, so let's chime in and see what's going on.
I think he's getting
All right, everyone, we're just about to give out the degrees. Everyone's waiting in anticipation, parents, graduates, and family. You can definitely feel the optimistic spirit in the air here today. It's truly an exciting event. Andrea Darville is in the crowd. Let's see what she's up to.
We're here in the stands with a proud parent, Mr. David Bartlett, who is celebrating with his daughter today, graduating from the University of the Bahamas. Tell me, Mr. Bartlett, how does this feel for you?
This is a very proud moment for me. This is my baby, and she's graduating with a bachelor's education. It's been a long process, but it's finally over, and congratulations to her, and congratulations to the University of the Bahamas.
All right, this moment kind of hits close to home for UBTV. The media journalism majors are now up and collecting their degrees, and it's always bittersweet to see a member of our family leave and move on into the real world, but we wish them all the best, and let's just tune in to see them at this proud moment in their life. Now back to you, Andrea.
We're back here with Mr. F. Lancaster Rowe, whose son graduated from the University of the Bahamas. Can you tell us what were your experiences leading up to this day?
Well, I would say that there were some ups, there were some downs, trying to ensure that Davon maintained a focus of what he was at the College of the Bahamas and then transition into the University of the Bahamas, and ensuring that he understood that you're here for a purpose, and we expect great things out of you. And I would say he did very well. He was involved with a lot of activities. The choir primarily took a lot of his time. They traveled. He loves to travel, loves to read, and I think the experience overall was a good experience. I think it really would have prepared him or is preparing him for his next stage in his life, which is he wants to go off to London.
We're still here right by the graduates where they're seated. They've just started distributing the degrees. We're now on the School of Law. Those students are now up getting their degrees, and I can only imagine how relieved they must feel and how proud their parents must feel. Andrea is still in the crowd. She has a parent with her right now as we speak. Let's tune into her and see what they're feeling.
We're here with Ms. Solomon, whose daughter just graduated from the University of the Bahamas. Can you tell us how does that feel, and if you had any challenges with her throughout this program?
It's an awesome feeling as a parent
Definitely we've had some challenges. A little speed bump with actually in terms of trying to work out her schedule classes, but basically we triumph through it all. Yes.
The School of Math, Physics, and Technology is now receiving their degree. This is the last set of graduates receiving their degree tonight. In just a few moments, they will be leaving the stadium, and Dawn Monroe will be outside to catch some candid reactions of their historic achievement today. Reporting for UBTV, I'm Leah Cooper.
I'm here with Sean Gomez. She just walked out the stadium with her media journalism major degree. Let's hear what Sean has to say. Girl, how it feels to be done.
Great. It's great. It was a lot going on, but it was fun. An excellent experience, especially being the first class of the University of the Bahamas. It was amazing.
As you can listen in the background, you can hear the joy, you can hear the excitement of these graduates. They have their degree in their hand. They're walking out the stadium. My name is Dawn Monroe, and I'm reporting for UBTV.
Behind the scenes, UB students play a big role in helping our school with activities, like Graduation Day.
So to thank the volunteers, there was an appreciation day at Blue Lagoon. Crystal Darling went along for the ride.
The University of the Bahamas Campus Life Department has arranged a trip to Blue Lagoon Island for all student volunteers, thanking them for their service.
UB volunteers enjoyed a day of fun in the sun on the beaches of Blue Lagoon Island. Vice President of Student Affairs, Dr. Aslyn Jones, says the student volunteers are a crucial part of her department.
We have such awesome volunteers that we felt that we needed to appreciate them. They help us. In fact, Student Affairs would not be Student Affairs without our volunteers.
Students took part in a watermelon eating contest and several beach activities throughout the day.
The University of the Bahamas, they did a tremendous job sponsoring such a wonderful event for us hardworking students, you know.
Really great.
This is a very caring institute, and I really love what they're doing with the place, man. With this transition to university, it's been really wonderful. It's been awesome. And
for them to give us this gift, this is a really nice thing they did, and we really appreciate it.
I think this is a great event. It's a great initiative, especially at the end of the year, to reward them for what they've done. You know, I can remember the days of being a student, volunteer, working hard days, and not really seeing the benefits of it.
Entire SGA and Campus Life, we're very appreciative. We're having fun, as you can see. It's an excellent experience, and I hope to do it again. We really appreciate it.
Well, it's so important because they contribute in such a great way to the management of operations, particularly in the Division of Student Affairs, and more specifically the Campus Life Division.
The University of the Bahamas plans to continue to encourage and support their student volunteers. I'm Crystal Darling, reporting for UBTV.
In other campus news, our reporter Jillian Gray had a double dose of partying.
She covered the UB Alumni Hall of Fame night and the Student Government's induction service. Here are those stories.
University of the Bahamas' Hall of Famers reception has gathered alumni from over 40 years and various walks of life.
Alumni and UB faculty alike enjoyed an evening of relaxing music, cocktails, and hors d'oeuvres. There were also a few photo opportunities that event goers were able to take advantage of. We managed to have a word with some of UB's executives on the importance of this event.
Well, our alums represent you, the students of the University of the Bahamas. They represent your future, and they're taking leadership roles in our country and abroad as well. And it's really important to keep them connected to the institution because they are really the individuals that will support the students of the institution, the growth of the institution, and equally as important, their success represents the increased value of the degree that University of the Bahamas students will be receiving in the future.
I think it's extremely important. A lot of times you really don't know a person or an institution until you actually have an opportunity to sample its product. And so I think when you interact with many of the alumni of the University of the Bahamas, you get to know a lot about the University of the Bahamas.
I have been working with the university off and on. I worked closely with the pharmacy program. I helped to set up the lab that now exists at the pharmacy, and I was a part-time lecturer for the pharmacy program. But I'm also inclined and inspired to want to give back to the university in a more tangible way.
21 new board members were inducted into the University of the Bahamas' Student Government Association and joined a long legacy of proven excellence.
And in full realization of the high calling. I and your name.
The new student government enjoyed a cheerful laugh and shook hands with the university's president as they were sworn into office. Inductees and guests alike enjoyed good food, good music, and a chance to socialize and take pictures.
Understand that your club won Club of the Year tonight. How does it feel?
It feels honestly amazing because there are so many times I wanted to give up. There are so many times, we weren't getting good response that we wanted to, and to win Club of the Year, it's just mind-blowing. It's no words.
Well, definitely I expect a lot. I expect them to build on something, like you said, the legacy. I expect them to build on what we've laid before them for the past 42 years. And so I look forward to see what they bring to the table.
As a new SJ president, we plan to revamp some of our past initiatives and make them more efficient, as well as continue to serve the student body in the most productive way we can.
But some of my expectations would be that they would, one, represent the student body to the best of their ability.
The future of the Student Government Association looks bright, and we look forward to all that's in store for the upcoming semester. For UBTV, I'm Jillian Gray.
We hope you're all caught up on school activities as we gear up for the new fall semester.
We want to invite you to tune in to our program every month for a fresh look of what's happening on and off campus.
And remember, if you want a great educational experience close to home, come check out the University of the Bahamas. I'm Bethany McDermott.
And if you want to reach out to us with questions, comments, or story ideas, email us at ubtvradio@ub.edu.bs. I'm your host, Andrea Darville. Thank you for watching UBTV News Magazine.